Good morning, everybody. We got John and Corey here, ready to start the day. Let me
Good
know if you
morning,
can hear
everyone.
us. How you doing, Corey?
I'm doing great this morning. How about you, John?
Oh, very good.
Yeah, that's good. David, Linda, Robert, how you guys doing? Get a lot of rest last night? And everyone can hear us? Just put a wire yes, please. There we go. Oh, you had snow, Robert. It's like
Wow.
us here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. That's good. Well, let's look through that spreadsheet.
Here's our spreadsheet. We got here's the trades from yesterday, $9. That was good. So $100 and then a minus 100. So those cross each other out. I think there's still one trade running, so we'll have to take a look at that one.
Yep.
And we got the news. Let's see, 5:30, 5 o'clock, nothing there. 5:30, we have a small GDP, so it'd be CAD news coming out. And then a US news is 10 o'clock. We got some, so that might move the dollar around a little bit. So that'll be interesting. I don't think there's anything else later in the day. Oop. Yeah, we got the odd news. Okay, odd and some more odd. Okay, so late in the day, we got some odd news. So the odd always moves around, so that's good. And we got the power indicator we got on the day. And we got the Audis weak and the yen is weak. Okay. The Swiss is a little bit weak. That's good to know since we might still be in a trade. The dollar is just a little bit strong. What's the strongest? New Zealand and Euro. Okay. So we're looking at Audi New Zealand, Euro odd, New Zealand JPY, Euro JPY, and the odd CAD. Okay. Let's see it down to the hour. Just take a look real quick. The dollar's gotten stronger and the Gerber got weaker. Okay. So right now, but that can flip and flop as it goes. So, and that could change while we're in here trading. So I have to keep an eye on that. And the euro is just a little bit strong. All right. Any trades you're looking at, Corey?
No, not really. Just gonna check it out this morning while we're here.
Let's see, where's, oh, I got that button in my way again. I always forget about that. Put it right there a second. Move it over a little bit. There it is. Okay. So it's getting smaller, so we'll let it run right now. Take a look at it. That is the CAD Swiss. Or would it be on here? You see it, Corey? You always spot it before me.
I don't see it.
You gotta move over.
That looks like it there at the end, yeah.
There we go. Okay, and what was it, a buy trade? We're definitely going up, so that's good. Trend line right across here. We've got a 50 moving average right there, it bounced off of. It's heading up, so that's good. The profit's up in there. $15, probably as it gets up into the 50. See it on a day, just take a look. Okay, the day it's in a little wedge, still in that same wedge. Probably was in a wedge the other day. Didn't go much, that thing. That's amazing, it's still in the trade, that's good. Let's see, where is it? Let's go back this way. See what my,
John, if we can just get your thoughts on this. My thoughts are when I see something in a wedge like that,
okay.
And it's obviously at the bottom of the wedge with a little morning star there, which is nice to see. But what I do is, and tell me if I'm wrong on this, but I will move my stop loss up closer to the bottom of that wedge, because to me, if it breaks out of that wedge downwards, it's going down for a while.
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
So
That's a good
why have
idea.
such a big stop loss when it's
Yeah,
the wedge that we're really playing?
you're
What
right.
do you think?
No, I think it's a great idea. There's no reason to. Well, you do have this other low down here, so it shouldn't go past that. I mean, if you want to give it a little bit of room, this right here, this is a second low. So if it goes past that, that means you're not trending up, you're trending down. So it's
Hmm.
probably why Casey had it put here. It's actually a good spot. But yeah, if it does break out of that, we should dump the trade. So we can go ahead and move that up. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. Right about, go up closer. We'll
And
keep
again,
it on.
that's just my
No,
view.
it's actually a good idea, just because I'm not gonna be able to watch it as well. We're gonna have other trades on here, so
Exactly.
if it's not gonna
Exactly.
go our way, we don't want it. And theoretically, right now, if it's going to lose, this is the lowest it can lose right here. And sometimes it's best just to get out at that time if you're not ready for it. But it looks like it could go up. So since we have a trend line right here, and it broke it, if it breaks below that, if it comes back into the triangle, which it just did, we should close it. But now we're closing it.
Okay. So
That's
can
how
you
I
read
deal
your
with it. So,
account history there so I can get the exact number for
yes,
the
sir.
records, please? 3526. Got it.
Got it. And I hate to close them like that, but sometimes it's best to close them with the smallest number than letting it get bigger. That's all. Because if it's not going to go our direction, it's only going to go down. And that trend line said we had to either go up or we're out. And that's usually how I handle them. So,
Hmm.
and I'm sure Casey will be okay with that. Otherwise, he wouldn't have left it there. Let's see that back where it belongs.
All right. Well, let's start looking for some trades.
Let's go to my favorite, euro dollar. Let's take it to a day chart. Take a look. Was there any requests for any trades? Anybody in a trade we need to look at right away?
Uh, Not right away. You go ahead and
Okay,
manage the Euro US, and I'll let you know when one comes up.
sounds good. So we're in this little, I guess it's kind of a wedge right here on the dollar, so on the euro dollar. So right now it's been going up. It's probably been going up all night. So I wasn't really trading. I was trading the US CAD all night down. So let's take a look at this. I don't see anything else except that we're screaming. We already hit the top. We're going back up, but we just pulled back a little bit. So that's something to note. Doesn't give me a lot of information there. So we'll take it down to 1 hour. 1 hour, I can see we're in the triangle.
On the daily, we are at a strong resistance. There's a double, almost a triple top.
There is. Okay, let's take a look at that. Sorry. That's why it's good to have two eyes in here.
Yeah. If you just zoom out a bit, you'll see.
Oh yeah, you can see the second one right over here.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we're definitely looking for it to come down then, because that gives us one more reason for a sell trade. Back to the 1 hour. Here we are. We're still in this wedge right here. I don't need to put one here because we can see it's there. So we're probably looking for a break coming down. We already tested. We tried to bounce. It didn't go. We're still here. Take it to a 15-minute. This one we'll put the wedge on it just in case it goes the wrong way.
And you can see that, right from the top, about 10 pips to the left, it's already made a lower high. So it
Yeah.
looks like it's turning around.
So it violated the uptrend. So right here we have, like Corey says, let's take a look at that. Let me zoom out real quick, sorry. My other one can't do the pluses. I forgot I could do that.
I was just going to
Get
say.
frustrated with that, yeah. So we have a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Then right here, we haven't violated it yet. Well, I guess this could be yeah, I guess it is a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So right here, it did violate this one. So right now, if until we get another break of this bottom, then we start doing a downtrend because then we're going to start going the other way. So we're looking for lower low and lower high.
And
But
one
right
thing,
now it's going sideways, but it did violate it, which means you have to be ready for it to change.
mhm. And if you
So now,
switch to a line chart, you can see that it's a head and shoulders
uh-oh. Oh yeah. Now is it head and shoulders up or down?
down.
Okay. Because you got this little peak here, one here, and it looks like it's trying to make one there too. So
Yeah.
it's kind of weird. It's hard
But
to.
I think those trend lines are going to be good on this one. And once it breaks, if it
Oh yeah.
breaks,
No, it sounds good. And then you got all three moving averages there.
yeah,
So we're looking to cross all of them. So that would be nice. And that
yeah.
would be the beginning point. So if we really believed in all those things that we're just looking at, then definitely as soon as it breaks out of that, just give us a little bit of momentum, we can jump right in. So we don't have to wait for a close unless it gives us a close right away. Then we'd probably get a hook back a little bit.
Linda's asking why you trade this pair so much.
Oh, it doesn't have crazy moves, but it has enough moves that I can make money in it. Like right here is a nice move. Right there is a nice move. It doesn't do anything really crazy. So it's kind of like my bread and butter pair, that's all. Where like you got a lot of the Gerbers and Yens, they do these crazy things like big stop hunts and just things you just can't even understand that happen. Where this one here is pretty easy going. It doesn't have a big moves, but it usually has some decent enough moves that I can make money with. So, and with just one pair, I can usually make a lot because as we get pullbacks, like right here, if I sold this one down, if I would have traded the break of the 50, which I like a lot, it pulled back up. So right there, I would have got in. I would have traded this one down. Then as it pulled back up, I could put in another trade and have two trades going down. So there's quite a bit of money here to be made. So that's the reason why I like this one a lot. So, and I like the continuation are usually pretty good on the flag patterns right here. So like right here, it pulled down, it went sideways and went again and went sideways. You can still feel comfortable in it. It doesn't do anything crazy for me, that's all. But I trade the other ones too. I like to look at the strongest and the weakest. So I always look at those first. So, but this is definitely my second pair I look at.
Barbara's asking about the pound dollar.
Pound dollar. Let's take a look at that, Barbara. Pound dollar should be my dollar pairs right there. Just passing it up. I like this pair a lot too, though. This is a good pair. I like the Euro Yen's been a good pair for me too, and still the US CAD. So right now we're on a 15-minute chart. We got these two bottoms. We can connect right here a little bit, just get an idea of what's going on.
Pound dollar's got another double top resistance on the daily with a
Now
pin bar coming
this one
down.
had a
So,
breakout,
yeah.
and then it pulled up with that pin bar and came back down. So we're waiting. This could be a pullback and then retest, and this could be a nice go as long as if it stays within this V area, that tells me it's a very safe trade for buying. I feel very comfortable with that just from past history trading these style. This is like an area that says to me to buy. So once it breaks below this, trade's over with. And then as we move up and we cross the moving averages, that once we get far enough, that moving average will be my area to close if we come back to it. And therefore, I just keep, my eye on the next one. Let's see it on a day chart. Sorry. A day
Very
chart, we're even
strong
looking at this one.
resistance. Very
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah, we already had it up here, so it's pretty much a double top right now. And it's
Actually,
trying to break the
that top,
trend line.
John, is going back to July.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times it hasn't
Yeah,
broken that resistance.
it's pretty good. But right here, it couldn't get through it too, and it's coming back to that. So we'll see. This is still a pretty strong one here too, because it respected it back here too. All these lines are, so you gotta be careful. But looks like a pretty good sell trade coming. All I see is money. So now I don't really need to put a trend line on here because you got the moving average, the 200. So I believe it's a 200. Yeah. So we're just breaking that right now. So that's looking really good. Take it down to a time that I like to trade, which is the 15, only because I get to see more candles. So now We're trying to break back down. I'm looking for a buy trade actually, but I got to take what the market gives me. And if this is a trend line, if we break back into the triangle, then I'd have to wait for it to break this trend line before I can trade it. Now, if I would have caught it right off the 200, I might have taken it then because that would have seen that rejection. But then rejection, I'd like to see another candle then going down, which is this one right here.
Can you possibly open up the link I sent on your chat?
Uh-oh.
Link. Show you something.
Let's see something. Let's see chats. Got to find chats first. Sorry. There we go. I haven't had a lot of sleep. Sorry. Chats. How come it's not open? That's questions. Ah, there it is. I had to hit that. Okay. I didn't know it blinks when you send me something. That's cool. It has like a little blinky thing on it.
Yeah.
This Corey's after you. Want to open up? There we go. Aha. There it is. What are we looking at here, Corey?
Well, I just wanted to show you that strong resistance.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Oh yeah, it's definitely strong. Yeah, I wouldn't be trying to buy that, but if it did break, look out. Because every time it did break it here was a fake out, so I would stay away from it just from seeing that. Anything else, Sonia, you want to share on this?
No, that was just a broader picture of
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh no, definitely. It's embedded in my mind, that's for sure.
Just so everyone in the group sees kind of, sometimes we get in so close on the close-ups, we forget to zoom out.
Oh, that's for sure. That is for sure.
And the GJ, Robert's asking about.
GJ, okay. On this one here, if we can get a break of this trend line, I would be looking to sell it. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. GJ.
You're on the.
There it is. Okay, right now we're trying to bounce. We're bouncing on, is that the 150, I believe. Yep. This could be a good buy trade on the 15, just looking at it off the top, but it's still in a triangle, so we don't really take it till it gets out of that triangle. Oh, come back. Is it up there? Let me zoom that one out a little bit. Yeah, that's it right there. So it's trying to break out of the triangle. Okay. Thought maybe I was seeing things. So it actually is a good sell right now, except I would wait for it to break this moving average. You wouldn't have to. I mean, for me, the next candle, if it's red, I'd be selling that. I mean, that's how I look at it. But you never know how far this, now if this one doesn't, if this one keeps one candle goes past this, then I would think about selling it because it's really moving. But I'm still, how much time we got? We got 12 minutes. We got a long time still for that. It's a new candle. So an aggressive entry would be right now. So let's take a look at it on the day chart real quick so you can see what it's doing. Okay, this one's already in a triangle. It's showing us.
Yeah.
That means you're watching this one, Corey?
Yeah.
Okay. You're agreeing like, I've already seen this, dude. So we're in a triangle. It's about in the middle, nothing to get excited about. So means to me, that means wait. Well, let's take it down to 1 hour. The 1 hour says we're on the bottom, trying to break out. We already have a wedge on here, kind of, but it's not drawn well enough for me. Let's fix that. Something like, come here. Something like that's probably a little better. So if we can get a break out of this line right here, it'd be nice. So now we take it down to a 15. This gives me ideas, that's all. And now we can bump this. This trend line I got in there's kind of far away. So let me get one up real tight. That's really what I'm looking. I'm looking for a break and then a go. So but it's definitely a good sell trade right now. What was it on the strength? Do you remember? One hour. Oh, yeah, it's very weak, the Gerber, okay. And the, right here, it's just a little bit weaker, okay. So definitely should be going towards the yen side, which is the bottom, so that's good. Just to verify. Still bouncing right there. We'll see what happens. I think it'll be a good sell trade. Any other trades we need to look at, Corey?
Nope, we can just kind of go down your list if you like until someone brings something up.
So this is definitely a good one to keep an eye on if we can get a break of this line. So we just got to be careful when we hit the next moving average. It could bounce, so you might want to think about taking profit, or at least be ready to if it bounces, or be ready to pull back to your stop loss or move your stop loss up. Because if I took the trade here, if I came back across this moving average and closed, I would definitely close the trade. So depends how close your stop loss is. If it's close enough, then leave it be. But if it's far away, some people run big stops. So nothing wrong with that. Everybody's different. So all I do is talk about how I do my stops. So then you guys can analyze how you guys do yours. Let's see the US yen's going sideways. So it's trying to break the 50. It looks like it already tried to bounce off of it, came back to it. So we're still waiting. It's just in this little area right here. Still in a big triangle right here. It already bounced off the 50, so it's trying to go back to the 50. Yeah, it always likes to go back. No, this time it didn't. It kind of moved towards it and did not, so can't always say that. But since we have two buy candles right here, we did have an engulfing candle. Could be going back up, so it's just something to keep an eye on. Still that same triangle. It looks like we're at the top of it trying to sell back down, so. Now, since we're breaking back off the 50, if we break this 50, it'd be a nice trade. I like the break of the 50. Every time it ever, well, it did have a head fake here, so. Broke it here, pulled back up, retested, then took off. So that would be the best way to play it. This one right here is the safest. See, we already looked at the Gerber dollar. How about the US Swiss? US Swiss is breaking down, looks nice. What are we on the 15? Let's just look at it real quick, then we'll go to the day. We got a trend line here we're breaking right now. It looks good. Let me go see the day real quick. Just if I go look at the day, it's my process and it slows me down enough to really analyze it. So here we're in a triangle. We're in the middle of the triangle moving down. It's definitely a sell candle. That's all I get out of that. So let me go to the 1 hour. The 1 hour says we're breaking the 50. We're on our trend line, just starting to break that. So I don't see anything else to be leery of. We are a little bit of support right here. We're breaking. It's a nice looking trade. How much time to the next candle? Quite a bit. Okay. I don't see it doing a lot of head fakes. One down. That was a gap though. It just filled the gap and took off. This is a nice downtrend. I like this trade. I think we'll take this trade. Here we go, Corey.
Yeah.
You ready?
Oh, yeah.
I usually don't jump in them right away, but this has got such a nice downtrend. We broke the 50 up here. We're still moving away from it. So, see what was our risk on here? I can't remember if we moved it. Maximum money to risk 370. That seems kind of high. I should have broken that down, but we'll just keep an eye on this one here. So we got this one here going. And you want me to take a picture, or did you get it, bud? You all right?
I already did.
Did, okay. I figured so, that's why. Then we got the odd dollar. It's coming back up to the 50, so we're in a little triangle here. It wants to come here. Right there. So we break this and the 50. That'd be a nice, nice little buy here on the 15-minute. Let's see. We already went. It didn't go all the way through, but it went up to. Is that our 200? 150. Okay, went to our 150 and bounced. So if you broke this, just because of past history, I'd only take it to the 150. Be careful. So that's only if it broke the trend line and broke the 50. Let's see it on the day chart real quick. Day, we're just going sideways, but we're at highs. We're at a past high up in here, and we're pulling back down. We already broke a trend line right here, so I'd be definitely looking for a sell trade on this one, looking at it. But no guarantees, just an idea. See anything else on that, Corey?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Looks good.
1 hour is our same trend line. We're just in the same triangle. We're in the middle of the moving averages. So, and usually they like to go back to the 50. So if you get a break of that trend line, it's probably want to go back up here. But since we have a trend line, it might not break it and end up going down. So see what happens. We got some area down in here to go to, it looks like. Just on the past trend lines that are on there.
Can you switch your screen back to the trading and not account history, please?
Oh yeah, didn't know it was still there, sorry. I'm scared of that red button, so you're messing with me now. Pull this over here. Oh, maybe I'll go the other way. There we go. Better.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I didn't even know it was like that. Glad you caught that. No, thing's really moving, huh? Wow. 15-minute chart. Still in that triangle, still looking for a break. So you could also get a break to the bottom. So it's always good to know right away if it does break, if you like it or not. This way you could jump in the other direction just in case. So we're still in wait mode on that one.
The odd US, yeah. On the daily, we're also at a strong double top resistance.
Yeah.
And it's already turned down.
Okay. So that'd be a good sell trade for later, possibly. 15-minute. Let's take it to a day chart. Wow, look at that move on a day. Just kept going up, up, up. Yeah, definitely don't want to sell this one. That's what you get the feel for when you look at it. Huh. But eventually it has to come down, so it's down in the past. It's kind of always been going, things always been going up. But that's a big move up. But this here was a big move up, and then it did come down a little bit. So I guess it will get a little retrace. Could probably put a fib on it and come down to like the 3.8 or something. Look for that, or some type of a fib bounce. And also the move, it'll probably, if you get one to correlate with the 50 moving average bounce, that would be good, because it does, even on its big moves up, it goes sideways, eventually it comes back to the 50, but it went up to come to the 50. So that means it's a strong uptrend. So on the hour, we already missed the bounce on the 50 here. It's got 3 candles up. We're in a triangle wedge here. And all the triangle means to me is just to be cautious. Just means there's a break to the up or down. Start looking for it if I like that pair to trade. We got a lot of room to the up. We got a lot of room to the down. So let's see the 15. Same thing. So except this one here, you could actually make it tighter. Now you see it's in a big triangle. So now we can put into a smaller wedge and actually trade inside this wedge. It's big enough.
Why don't we go take a look at your US chief? It's whoa, wow, it's approaching it just went from $98 down to 57. Something just happened, but just saying you were approaching your take profit, but then you just pulled back.
Hmm.
There it goes again. And your take profit is down there. Okay.
No, it's all too large. We're
Yeah.
starting to turn around. I'm just gonna, smart, I just take that money right now.
Is that the old push the button syndrome?
Yeah, it always is. It's already
Sorry to
missed it.
interrupt you there. You can head back to your New Zealand, US, sir.
Oh, I wish I could. I can't now.
I can't.
Well, the problem is this trade's too large, so it should have
Yeah.
only been $100. For some reason, it's not fixed, so therefore I don't want to make it into a loss and have trading it. So it could turn around. Let's see. Let's make this smaller. What did we hit? We hit some support right here. It still could come down to here. I could see it going down to there. I just don't want it turning into a loss. That's all. Okay,
Well,
it's starting to push back down.
yeah, I know it's a sell trade, but on the daily, it's at a very, very strong support. Going back to like August, it
Okay,
hit
let's
like at
take a look.
least 7 times
Oh yeah,
back.
you're right. Yep. But it did penetrate it here, so
Yeah.
yeah, all these it penetrated it. It looks like from where I'm at, penetrated here, pulled back up, penetrated here. So it could do that again. It only a couple times it didn't.
Oh, see, you're at $90 almost there.
I like to take it when it's at 100.
Yeah. Well, that's why it was at 98. That's why I brought it up to
Oh,
your
okay,
attention.
good. I appreciate that. I think it's good to have a number in your mind, so when it gets to a number that you're happy with, sometimes it's better to have that larger number than that $45 or $50 we were just looking at. So there's nothing wrong with taking profit as long as it's large enough. And it's something you have to go through your rules and decide too. So, and I definitely, for me, it gets to $100, I start thinking about taking it off the table. Unless it's showing signs it's really going to go, but if I have any indecision with it, I take the money. I always tell Corey, there's nothing wrong with taking profit as long as it's worth having. $100 to me is worth having. So it is room to go, but right now it's pulling back up. Now I'm only at 41. It's pulling up for some reason, and that's going to be the support over here. And he's telling me we're at a day strong support. So it's like,
It's retesting, definitely retesting.
well, I definitely won't let it go to zero. That's for sure. But that thing could go really fast. So I got to keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
And the theory is, as long as I do that, I can always get back a -5 amount. See how fast it
-5?
went? Yeah, it went really fast. I can always get back in if I like it, but now I don't like it anymore. All the stuff you told me about it, maybe look at. Let's
Yeah.
see if I get the account history for you. But see now, now if I would have taken that $90 where it was, it would have been a really good trade. Now I got negative. That's how fast it goes. Sorry, I'm trying to get that for you. Is that it? No. Hate that button being there. But if I go down, there we go. That'll work. I lost everything. Where'd it go? Let's see, navigator, where are you? This terminal, I mean, that's what I need. Oh, it's there. Trade. Let me get that window out of my way. Account history, here we go. Sorry, got it. Too many windows in my way.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a -523, bud.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And it could bounce and turn back around because we are underneath this, but it's probably going to go up and retest. I just didn't want to take a chance of having a $300, $400 loss. It's just not worth it. Later, if I really like it, I can get back in. And now from the stuff I see on it, I'm done with this pair right now. So.
Yeah. I think that'd be kind of forcing it.
This one here had the breakout already. Wow. There goes my bread and butter. It's gone.
You want to take a look at the US yen and see what you think?
Yeah, I like that one. US yen just broke out. Right now it's a sell trade. That's our second candle. I like this one. We're on a trend line right here though. Let's put that on there just so you can see it.
Then after that, if you hit the daily, it'd be like quite the downtrend for, oh geez,
Forever.
forever. February.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. It's been staying underneath this 50 all the time.
Yep.
So the trade for this one is definitely the bounce off the 50. If you ever see a bounce in this thing on the 50 or a break, it's going to be a good trade. But here it broke, and all it did was take your money on here. So I don't know if I'd take any breaks on it. I'd only look for bounces. And we do have a trend line right here. Let's see what this does. Well, this goes down into here, so this is a bounce off the trend line. So if we're in that, we're up here, we're looking to break this one right here. Yeah, definitely looking for a sell. Could be going back up to the 50 and bouncing. What did it do before? It came down, went right back up, came down, went back up, came all the way down, shot straight back up, tried to get back up. Could be trying to go back to the 50, so careful with that on the day. But you know, day is pretty big. Let's see a 1 hour. 1 hour breaking our trend line. So on the 1 hour, the next candle would be a sell. We're pulling back up right now. Yeah, this one here, we broke this trend line. We're retesting it. Still in that triangle though. I'd want to see a break of that triangle. This one right here. Still could be a good sell though. Is that your thoughts on this, Corey?
You know, I don't know. I don't know about this one. That's why I kind of brought it up to you. It
Oh,
seems to be
okay.
right in the middle of the support and resistance. So
Yeah. Well, it did come all the way down here to the 150 and bounce back up, but it never really touched it. So if you break this trend line, I mean, to me, that's worthy of a trade. I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't see anything telling me not to take it. Usually I try to tuck myself out of a trade. So unless I have Corey around, then I ask him. Let's see. Let's go see. Well, any other trades you're looking at, bud? Got to be something
uh,
moving out there. I mean, anybody else?
well, the US CAD broke below the 50.
Okay. I like the US CAD. That one already made me some money last night, so that'll be in my US pairs. Let's see. Oh, so I have it set up like that. US CAD. There it is. Yep, there's my big downtrend right here, and it broke right there and went up. So I like that trade a lot, actually.
Well, on your big downtrend that you just talked about, I mean, if you put a Fibonacci on that, it probably retraced to about the 50%, I'd assume it looks like.
Yeah,
So
that
now it's
definitely looks like that.
continuing down
Mine's
here.
yellow, so there's no reason doing it. So I figure how to change it.
I
I
can
never
show
be
you
able to
that
see
in
it.
2 seconds. That's easy.
Okay. I'm still right now. We're hitting this little support. I'm waiting for it to break. I actually like this. Where's the next? Oh, 6 minutes. I wish we had another candle coming. If we get a pullback halfway up, that would be worth it. Just looking for reasons to get in. That's all. Only because I've already been in this one, selling it all the way down. I feel it's going to keep going. I'm looking for it to go back down to the bottom down here. But that's only because I've already been trading it. So. You saw, is that the new one you sent over or no? That's the
Pardon
old
me?
one. Oh, I
No,
thought you were sending a picture.
no. Yeah, I like this trace. It retraced back just above the 50 on the Fibonacci, and now
Yeah.
continuing down. I like this one.
See, I had a trend line right here and it broke it and went back up. So actually I wasn't rushed. I should have taken profit down here and I didn't. I let it pull back. And then once it broke it, I just got out and took my profit. But I threw away a lot of money on the table here where if I would have just taken it down here, it was actually pretty good. And it was too late. I should have got out back there. Okay, now we're about halfway up. I like that. I'm going to get in right here. What is my risk on this one? Still too high. Okay. What am I looking? Is that trades? Is history? Okay. Main thing over here. Trade. There we go. Okay, now we're okay. And then we do have a trend line, right? I know my stop's way up there, but I'm not letting it go up there. So let me put a trend line right here. If I start to break that, I want out. It's my line in the sand here. I like to have that. I like to trade with that to my back. And I take profits in a good spot, the previous low, so that's good.
Yep. Did you want to adjust the amounts on the Epic? We can do that quickly.
Yeah, it won't mess up this trade.
No, oh no, it won't.
I'd have, okay, good.
No, hit the little smiley face.
Slap the smiley face. There we go.
And what is it you want to do?
$100 for the,
Okay.
you know, I want to risk $100.
Okay, scroll down more, please. Little more. Okay, good. See where it says percent of deposit right in the middle? Right there?
Yeah,
Double
right
click that? No,
Okay.
above it.
Above it?
Actually
Sorry.
says percent, yeah.
Okay, where it says it.
Now click the drop down menu and go amount of money.
Okay.
And now where it says money to risk, it says 10.0 right there. Make it
Okay.
100. And then just click OK at the bottom.
All right. Thank you.
There.
Perfect.
Today is December 1st.
Oh, yeah. At least it's not April 1st. Let's see. That my templates. Where is it? That one. Just saving my master one so I can change them all just to the master. It's better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, still looks like a good trade trying to come down. Did pull back up on me as soon as I got in, just like always. Does it to everybody.
Yep. Want to take a look at the New Zealand CAD,
Okay.
please? And go to the 4 hour, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. Is it on there?
Come on, my button.
I don't know if you have that one on. There it is.
Yep, right there. I think I put on special for you.
Yeah.
You're
Wanna go
looking
to
at 4 hour?
4 hour, and you can see,
No, why are you on 4 hour? That's kind of odd for you.
well, just looking at the time frames to see the bigger picture of the direction.
Okay.
I can see it's been going up with that moving average there.
Yeah.
I think that's a 20 maybe, or a. And then I would head down after that once I see the direction.
Okay, so right now, let's see, we're coming down to support right here. See if we can break that right where it's at. So, and that's where the trend line would be at too. So it tells me both things on the trend line. So for that, we're looking for a sell trade after that, possibly. Trying to think of any reason I want to buy this. I mean, only because it's been going up. It's probably trying to go back down to the 50, most likely. But it hasn't been trying to do that at all. It just keeps just marching right on up. It only came down to the 50 and didn't even touch it right here. So it doesn't really care about the 50. It's just on its way to the top somewhere. But once it gets there, it's going to turn around. So we'll see if this is it. Now this is already starting to come down here. Do you think it's turning? Because we had a lower, you had a top here, from here, now it's starting to crown a little bit. So I mean, you
Lower
kind of
high.
get that idea, but doesn't mean a lot until it does something.
Mm-hmm.
So at 1 hour, there's our same trend line. It's starting to look more like a good break down to the next moving average. But now we see it trying to bounce. So it already tried to break all of them. We got them all real tight together. So it's going to be a good trade wherever it goes. And since it's been going up forever, I'd be looking for a buy here back to the tops. Just looking at it, just thinking off the top of my head, I'd be thinking something like, come here, something back up into here somewhere. It already tried to break out. He didn't like it. Now it could just be retesting. This end up being a sell trade. So because this trend line here is the point of buy or sell. So when's our next candle? 13 minutes. Wow. See, I wouldn't touch it for 13 minutes. I'd wait. And then if the next one's moving up, I'd be buying. If the next one's going down, I'd be selling. That's all. Or if it's going sideways, I'm doing nothing. So what were you looking at on here, bud?
No, that was it too. I just saw it was kind of at a critical point.
Oh yeah, I mean it could be a good sell trade if it could get one more candle going down, but we got to wait 13 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anybody else see a trade that looks good out there? No. Where was that CAD? That CAD was looking good. Oh, we're in it. That's right. And it's looking very good. I told you I didn't get any sleep last night.
Yeah. You're almost
Okay.
at your 100.
Yep. Since it's too big. Come on, a little more. Just that it's not the right trade. That's why I want out as fast as I can. Now that we got it fixed, we'll be all right. Well, I think it'll definitely go to the 100. So
Yeah.
I just don't need to be going to 500. It'd be kind of not fair. Now, if this was real money and a mistake, yeah, I'd let it run. But this is, we're supposed to be within a certain realm, and I'm kind of out of it. So supposed to only be risking $100. I'm risking 300 something, which means I can make a lot more too. So all right, one more push. Come on. Oh wow, I got greedy. Look what happened. For a few dollars, I'm going to be back to 50. Yeah, nothing really messes with you till you try to push this button, and your whole world gets messed with. Every indecision thought goes through your mind.
Hmm.
How about you, Corey? Has that happened to you, or?
Yeah, sometimes when you're sitting there waiting to push that button, next thing you know, 45 minutes goes by.
Yes, that's why I took the 97. Yes, sir.
What did
I
you
read
just
the,
take? Sorry.
oh, I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay. We'll just let the records stand for themselves.
Let's see, let's find it. I gotta go work around that button thing again.
Well, you can move that button, you know that, right?
How? Why did you tell me that before?
Okay, go down to, don't press anymore, go down to the red button. And to
Okay.
the left of the button, you'll see a left, your other
Wait a minute,
left.
it still says record. Did I never hit record? Don't even matter. I
I
thought I did. Yeah, I did.
thought,
Yeah, we did.
thought you
Okay,
did.
so what do I do? Yeah, because it's got 20 minutes on there. We're okay.
Okay, but yeah, there. Nope, to the left a little bit,
I think I bumped it. I think it stopped going.
maybe.
Yeah, darn it. Okay, to the left. You said
Right
right
there.
there, like that.
Click and hold.
That moves the whole screen.
Oh, right there. That's the
The
whole
whole
screen?
screen's moving. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe not then.
No, max recording time's been reached. Oh, something's wrong with this thing. I don't know. I got something messed up on it. Oh well, I'll have to get Casey to help me with this. I don't know what I did wrong. You see, it went to 20 minutes and shut off. I don't know why.
Mhm.
Remember last time was 45. We're having a misunderstanding, me and this software. Okay, at least I don't have to worry about hitting the button anymore. So now, guess I can just push done, get rid of it. I heard something. What happened?
I'm just moving my parameters here, but I took
Okay.
an odd US.
Okay, good. There's the 97.90 button.
97.90. Nice.
Say that 10 times fast. Let's see. You said you took odd US? US odd.
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, it looks nice for a buy trade. Or did you just take it, or did you just
I'm
close it?
on went to the 1 hour and I actually took it short, bouncing off the moving average.
Okay, and then you got out, or you're thinking about getting out.
No, I just got in short.
Oh, you got in. Okay, short. Okay.
Just got in short.
And like me, it always goes against me. Darn.
So we'll see how that works out for me.
And where's your exit of no return? Up in
The
here, tops. Or where's your stop loss at?
Yeah, the stop loss on the 1 hour
Okay.
is above where your trend line is, that top right below that 50.
Okay, right below here. I
Right
got
there.
you. Oh,
That's
that's
where my
good.
stop loss is.
Should go right up to it. Because I think it's going to the 50. Looking at it.
And
Not too mean.
my target is at the bottom of that large red candle, just below your blue trend line, the 200.
Okay.
My profit. I'm just updating the spreadsheet for you.
Thank you. Now you're making me feel guilty.
Oh no, it's my job.
Let's see. Euro JPY. We look at that one. Oh, it's a nice buy looking candle. So I get broke the tops. We're on a 15-minute chart. I don't see any lines on it, means I haven't looked at it before. So let's go take it to a day chart real quick. Day chart says we're in a triangle, we're going up. We're at a strong resistance point, so it has to break this point, that's for sure. Put a line on that. But if it does break it, this looks like a nice trade back to the tops up in here. Now we can take it back to the 1 hour. And by doing that, it gives me time to think about it, decide if I really like it. I don't jump in too fast. And the 1 hour, see the same top. We did have a trend line already on here, so we might probably just put that on the 15. We broke that, so we still got to break this one to be a really good trade. Now let's take it back down to the 15. There's our trend line. Let's see. Our close next candles in 5 minutes. So that's what we're really looking for. So right now, this one's really strong. It could be a head fake. Could just be retesting this and turning around. So that's why I wouldn't take it, even if it broke through. But we are getting a lot of momentum on the BS Pro. So that's good. We're starting to go up, trying to cross right now. What's it doing on the 1 hour? Sorry. 1 hour, it's hooking back up. So we are getting a lot of momentum.
It's a very strong resistance on the 1 hour.
Okay, so definitely want to look for a sell off of that.
4 or 5 times it's hit it. Back to October, beginning of October.
Did we talk about this one already?
I don't.
No, a lot of the pairs are very similar, so that's why everything starts to seem similar.
Do you want to change yours back to trade instead of account history, please?
Yes, I do. Thank you. I have no trade, but yeah.
Yeah.
At least the account history had something to look at. This here was a nice bounce off that 50. Wow, that would have been the one. That's the one you want. The break was really good here.
Well, that green line you have as resistance there that it's hitting right now.
Yeah.
What would be a good sell signal for you right here?
Oh, the next candle to be going, bouncing away from it, and then breaking my trend line. That would be a good sell signal right here. And since we know it's this strong, and if it was this strong of a candle, I would just get in as it crossed it. I wouldn't wait for a close. The best way is to wait for a close, but I feel it'd be a strong candle coming down, then you'd miss the whole trade anyway. But I'd be trading it down to the 50 and then looking to see what it does. As soon as it showed me any kind of a buy candle again after that, I'd be getting out, just taking profit and then treating it like a new trade after that. Just because it bounces so much on the 50. But it's trying to break this.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now we're trying to get the head fake through and turn around. We still got 5 minutes, 2 minutes to wait. Looks like 3 minutes. I don't know if we want to waste our time with it, but I'm looking for some type of trade to be nice before we end this. Bounce off here. Anything else anybody's looking at? Well, Robert's got to be in a trade right now. I wonder what he's trading. New Zealand dollar broke out. Problem is we got this area up here we're only trading two, so. Oh, watching the GJ, okay. Smart man. Where is the GJ? Let's take a look, see what he's seeing. You see it? I don't remember where I put it.
Yeah, it's right in the.
With the Gerbers there. Okay. Wasn't a little triangle. That was a good break right there.
Yeah, it's stuck in a wedge here. Indecision.
If it could pull back halfway, that'd be a good trade back, a nice scalp trade up to the 50. I like that one. Just because just looking at it right away, it already broke this trend line. Right, come on. There. So since it broke at that right there, I would have been trading that one right from the get-go because we already crossed it. But if it comes back halfway, I'd like that for a buy. It'd be nice. I know we didn't look at it all the way. We should give myself more time. Come back up here. We looked at it earlier, but we're in that big triangle and it's got room to the top. So. And we are breaking all three moving averages here on the hour, which is a really good sign. And it looks like every other time it did it, it moved at least a couple candles, one full candle, two full candles, a bunch of candles. So it's not like just that is a bunch of head fakes. Only had this one right here.
I sent you a blown out picture on your chat as well of the same pair.
Okay, let's pull that up.
I'm sure Robert's already seen this as well.
Oh, this is. Yeah, let me get rid of that.
You lose your chat again?
Yeah, I did. Never lose your chat. I got it here. I'm clicking on it. Maybe I'm not clicking on the right one. Must be it. Just don't know where it's coming up at. Where would it be at? Here, not there.
Click on that blue
Oh,
flower.
it's underneath. I see it now. I'm on top of it.
Yeah,
Okay, I see what you're looking at.
it's a 1 hour time frame.
Yeah, you're looking at the support right here. We're gonna bounce up. Anything else on this one, Corey?
No, just want to show you the big wedge there.
Okay. I like big wedges. So here's our next candle. It's not going to give me any discount, is it? Maybe. Be nice if it came halfway down. Still like this trade. Now it's already gotten too far away from me. See if it'll pull back a little bit.
On my chart, it's just crossing the 50. Yours, it hasn't hit the 50 yet. Oh,
There it is, 100. It's pulling back a little bit. Now I got the right one on it. Now I can buy it. Okay, now I'm in.
took it. Okay. Let me grab a picture of that. Okay.
And my possible target is, I know it's got my take profit up there, but you know I don't usually go all the way that far. It would be right into here. It's not very far, but I'm looking for it to at least go that far. And then from there, we got the bottoms in here. It'd be nice to see him move that up a little bit. Let's go up to here. I would just get right in there. If I can get up into here, I just take profit because that's pretty good, unless it's showing real signs of it really growing. So then I'd be taking it to the top. These are two areas I got to watch out for. We got the 50 right away. So, and as far as my losses down here, but I'd probably get out. Oh, probably as soon as we crossed right here. Just so I can cut my losses as small as I can. But hopefully I don't have to worry about that. Right, Corey?
That'd be ideal.
How are we doing on time? We running over?
It's a few minutes over now. Yeah.
That's all right.
If anyone has anything they want us to look at. Andrew, Barbara, Eugene, Joel. We could maybe look at that before we close it out.
Yeah, or you a quick question, anything. It's always something.
Oh, Barbara took profit. Awesome.
Oh, good.
On the pound dollar.
Oh, wow, it's a nice candle. Yeah, it came back, retested right there. Be a great entry on up. I'm not sure where she got in, but any of these candles were nice to get in on. Even after that indecision, had a nice candle, just took off. Right. Oh, at the retracement. Okay. Good job. See what it does when it hits the 50 here. Oh, good. Robert's taking some more money. That's great. Nothing like taking profit, I can tell you that. I know it makes me happy. What about you,
Absolutely.
Corey? You happy when you take that profit?
Yeah, you know, sometimes it's hard to hit that button because you kind of want to wait for more, but when you do, it's like, yeah, okay, good. Let it settle in.
Yeah. So I'm looking for possible bounce here on the 50, and then once we get to the next support, I'm looking to see what it's going to do. And if we get up here and it shows any signs of turning around on this line right here, I'll just take profit and get out. But if not, I'll let it run to the take profit, but it's pretty rare.
The
I'll
CAD
definitely be moving.
Japan, sorry,
Okay,
John.
go ahead.
The
Which one?
CAD Japan is breaking the high of the day.
Oh yeah, that looks nice. Yeah, it's already breaking out of the triangle on the day chart. Wow. And it's almost to the last high where it was retesting, like it was saying it wanted to go up here, and there it goes. It's that 1 hour look. Yeah, it's busting out there too.
Yeah,
Be a nice buy trade.
trying to anyways. I'd like to
Trying
see
to.
it close there.
What did it do? Could be a double top, so be careful.
Yeah.
Just if I try to talk myself out of it, that's the only thing I can see.
Yeah, I'd like to see it close above that close and reverse, those two
Yeah,
candles there.
and it could end up like a tweezer top, so just watch that. It likes to do that a lot, close and reverse, so doesn't give you any time to get out if it turns around. And it's a yen. A yen's known for fake outs anyway. They shoot up and then they take off and go the other way. Okay. US dollar index weakening, Robert says.
Yeah. Well, we got 2 more minutes here, so if anyone has anything. I know Barbara's doing really well today. Congratulations.
Where'd it go? There it is. So right now we're pulling back.
Yeah.
So it's either going to give me another candle red or it's going to keep going. So 15. No, never. No, but for me, it's all about keeping the losses down. So if the next candle opens up in 6 minutes and I see a red candle, I'll probably just close the trade just because we're at the end of the trade. No reason to keep it open. But if we can show signs it's going to keep going, then of course I want to get profit. So, but I'm all about controlling my losses. The profit comes easy, so I'm usually it just goes without me even paying attention. Doesn't mean you can't manage it. You definitely got to manage it, but I don't usually worry about the profits. The losses I worry about because that's what kept me from being profitable. It wasn't until I really controlled them that I could do it. because I was having gigantic losses. It's like, oh no, not again.
Hmm.
I did that again. Yeah, I would let the losses run, but my winners, I would take profit too early. So it just never worked out. So we're moving back up. If we can get a break of that 50, it'd be a nice trade, I think. So
All
I
right.
guess we're
Well,
going to let this, we're going to say goodbye, Corey?
yeah, go ahead, finish up there what your plan is on the GJ.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm just looking for a break of this and just get as much as I can. So these are my two areas of support I got to watch out for. And if we show any signs of turning around in the second one, I'm definitely getting out. So, and this first one, I'm sure will probably come off of this one and bounce back off the 50. So, but once I'm above the 50, if I close below it, I'm out of the trade. It's done. So I'm hoping I can get above it. So at least I can kind of like mentally lock in my trade. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Corey.
You're welcome. Thanks, everyone.
And we'll see you in a couple days. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Casey will be here tomorrow, so I'll be watching though. Okay, bye-bye.